But most of it was just kind of talking about like what my experience has been like. Oh shit, guys, no! What's up, my reseller friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina. I thrift to resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I have a come ship with me video, but I want to start off with showing you how I store my stuffed animals. So last Tuesday, I posted a video about how I store all my Barbie clothes, and I got a lot of good feedback from you all asking to see more of that kind of stuff. And then this morning I was on Facebook and I saw somebody asking how to store stuffed animals. So I thought in today's video, I could quickly show you how I store my stuffed animals. It's very straightforward, very easy. All right, we're gonna come around the corner here. And this is where I keep all my stuffed animals. They're all in bins that are labeled. Some of these bins have 2 bin numbers, but that's just simply because I had consolidated more bins into one. So whenever I have a new stuffed animal to list, I just find a bin that looks like it has extra space. You can see there's a little bit of extra space in here. So I would just put the stuffed animal in here, and then on the listing under the SKU number, I would just put either bin 2 or 3. Yeah. I can't think of any other better way to store stuffed animals. If I'm being honest, they're kind of annoying to store. They take up a lot of space, but it's okay. I have the room for it. So as long as I don't overstock my stuff and stuffed animals, which I feel like I have done before, and I don't do it anymore. I just don't go overboard on stuffed animals because I know it can take up a lot of space in inventory. And I try really hard not to get big stuffed animals unless they have a really good price or sell-through rate. So that's how I do it. So like I mentioned, it's pretty straightforward. Just throw them in bins and label the bins. It's one of those things where it's like, right? It's that easy. What really else would work? Problem when my daughter was a baby, she had way too many stuffed animals, like way too many, and I had no idea what to do with them. So I looked online for like ideas, and you know, they sell those little nets. I actually bought her one, and we had it set up in her room at one point, but you find a corner of the room and you put this net up on the wall, and then all the stuffed animals like sit in the net. So I mean, I guess if you're looking for ways to like use up all the space in whatever it is you're working with, you could hang them up in the corner. And then they also sell like those bean bags where it's like, it's not really a bean bag, but it's made to look like a bean bag, and you put all the stuffed animals in it, and then you can use that. I've seen those, but the problem is that if you're reselling these stuffed animals, you probably don't want to really be using the bean bag to like sit on it because you're smashing your inventory. But I don't know. It's just an idea if it's like, you know, just a way to like get it out of the way to make it not look so bad, because I just can't think of very many like glamorous ways to store them, if you know what I mean. All right, so let's get into the items that sold, and I'm gonna get these processed and shipped out. So the week it wasn't a great week, but it wasn't a bad week. It was just average. I had good days, I had bad days. Today was just like, and it's pretty dumb and that I use Friday as my filming day, because Friday is normally one of my slower days. I don't know. I feel like as the week starts off, like Monday, it's really strong, and then once you get like deeper into the week, it kind of like dies down a little bit, and then it goes strong again the following Monday. That's just kind of the trend that I noticed with myself. But I will show you the few things that did sell for me over the last 24 hours. So first we've got these CDs. Yes, I'm still selling CDs. Slowly but surely they're going. This is a Michael Boughton. Never heard of him. 2 CDs, $6.99, free shipping. I'm not really making anything, but this is just old inventory that I'm happy to get rid of. But you know, CDs don't really take up very much space in inventory. So there are those types of things that I don't mind listing them and forgetting about them and letting them sell eventually. But at the same time, I really don't like to have a bunch of stuff in my store that doesn't sell, because I feel like that like messes with your sell-through rate, and that can't be healthy for your store. So I mean, there's good and there's bad to it, I guess. You can never really truly figure out eBay, but I try. So I wrap the CDs up in the cardboard, and then I'm just throwing them in here. Now, by the time this video comes out, it will be Tuesday, and for all of us that have our eBay stores and get our free supplies, don't forget to order your supplies. I don't know what I'm gonna get this month. I've been trying to think about it. Okay. CDs absolutely can ship media mail, so that's good. This is going to weigh 10 ounces. So I'm just gonna round that up to 1 pound. And it's gonna cost $3.92 to ship. This is going to Matthew right down the street to Riverside, California. This next sale was a combined order of 2 items. One is this, I don't want to say it's G.I. Joe because it's not, but it's like a generic version of him called like Power Team World Peacemakers or something like that. I only figured out who this was by, I believe it said Power Team on the back, and then I just Googled Power Team figures or dolls or something like that, and eventually I was able to figure out what it was. But this sold for $20 plus shipping. And then the same person also bought a replacement piece for a Barbie, which is this. It comes from a Barbie doll from 1988 called Style Magic. And this was a scrunchie that came with the Barbie. So this scrunchie isn't for the Barbie. It's supposed to be for the child who plays with the doll so that their scrunchie can match the doll's dress. So yeah, this sold for $10. So total they paid $30 plus shipping for these 2 items. Actually, it was probably less than 30 because I believe they got 20% off the scrunchie. So they probably only paid $28. I have buy one, get one 20% off all of my doll listings. All right, this weighs 12 ounces. This is going to Ray in Texas, and it's going to cost me $5.04 to ship it. We've got some more Barbie. These are a bunch of random mix match bikini bottoms. So I had a whole bunch of Barbie clothes, and I go through and I pick out the items that I want to sell individually. And so I have like that stack, and then I have another stack of clothes I plan on just, you know, selling in bulk. So first I'll list the individual ones, and then I'll go to the bulk stack, and then I'll go through that stack and I'll put them into different little bundles. And this was one of them. It was just a whole bunch of random bikini bottoms that I didn't have the tops to go with them. So this sold for $14.99, and yeah, these were kind of a mixture of vintage and modern, but I think it was mostly vintage. Like a lot of pieces from the 90s were in here. All right, this only weighs 1.2 ounce. I'm gonna round it up to 4 ounces. This is going to Christine in Minnesota, and it's gonna cost $4.13 to ship it. So this is an example of just selling random things around your house. My husband, he's like in love with electronics and stuff, and we've got like TVs, and he recently had them mounted. So he took like all the legs from the TVs and like different parts and gave them to me. He's, oh, you should sell these. So these are some legs to TVs. And yeah, I sold this for $15 plus the cost of shipping. Buyer paid $10 for shipping. I'm just gonna repurpose an Amazon box for this one. I think it's actually gonna be the perfect fit. Yep. I think that's good enough, right? I just feel like I should add more tape, but I just don't know where. Maybe I'll give it one more layer. One more layer. All right, let's see what this bad boy weighs. So it's 1.9 pounds. And I always just round it up to the nearest pound. So I'm gonna say 2 pounds. Because rather or not I put in here 1 pound and 9 ounces, or if I put in 2 pounds, it's just gonna come out to the same price regardless. So it's just faster and easier just to round it up to 2 pounds. All right, so this measures out to 13, 13. All right, so this is only gonna cost me $7.15 to ship it. I did get lucky though, because this is being shipped to Nevada. Next, I got some Thomas the Train. So these were 2 different listings, and so it was another combined order. I made a mistake. I listed all these Thomas the Trains that I got individually, and they've been slowly selling for very low prices. And I feel so stupid because I should have just did like one bulk listing and had been done with it. I did get like the tracks, the wooden tracks that go with it. And I did that with all the wooden track pieces. And that sold for like $100. And I got rid of it like within a month. But I'm still like straggling along with these little toys. So the buyer had emailed me. I had them listed for $4.99 shipping. She messaged me and asked me if I would combine shipping. And I responded and said, yes, absolutely. Go, you've got 2 options. You can buy them now, but hold off on paying. I'll invoice you an update with the right shipping cost. Or you could just place the order. I'll refund you the difference. I'm only gonna charge you $5 for the shipping. So I got the sale. She ended up just buying it and paying it for her. And then I had to refund her like $3.50 or something like that. But let's see how much it really is going to cost. I thought $5 was going to be a good price, but we'll see. So if you watch The Hustle Couple, I got a hot tip for you. I get these newspapers delivered to my house like every Thursday. It's just like a little bag of like some of these like advertisements. And I used to just throw them away, but now I use them for stuffing in my shipping. So I'm just gonna roll these up. We're gonna roll them up. There you go. All right, this is exactly 8 ounces. So it's only gonna cost me $4.20. But I mean, the cost of this little box was probably like, I don't know, somewhere between like 25 to 50 cents anyways. So we've got the right price. It's going to Cara in Oregon. And that's gonna be it for my eBay for today. Let's print out these labels. So I did get one Mercari sale that we're gonna process next. But I wanted to say, I posted that video about Mercari. I don't even want to say if it was like tips about posting on Mercari, even though I did give a tutorial on how to use pirate ship for shipping. But most of it was just kind of talking about like what my experience has been like. Oh shit, guys, no! Do not buy this label printer. Dude, what in the world happened? Guys, I think my label printer just broke. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna put you on hold. I'll be right back. We're back in business. We're not back in business. Sorry that it's dark in here now. I had to close the garage door. Mercari. So even though I did post some great information about how to use pirate ship, I was also mostly just talking about my experience with Mercari. And I did get a lot of really great feedback in the comments, like really, really good information. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it, read the comments. There's lots of great stuff in there. So upon listening to everybody, I decided that I am going to start charging shipping on Mercari. There's just many reasons. A few of them is, I didn't realize this until someone pointed it out, but Mercari used to give you a little logo on the picture of your listing that said free if you had free shipping. That logo is now gone. So buyers are probably going to be thinking that they're just going to be assuming that everybody charges shipping, because most listings on there, they do charge shipping. So if I'm doing free shipping, then it's actually going to be looking like my price is higher. So that could have a really big impact on why my sales are down. So moving forward, I'm going to start charging shipping on Mercari now. But I still have like 1,000 listings on there that have the free shipping. And it's not like that's something that I can easily just change over like on eBay. Right? I don't think you can edit listings in bulk, can you? So what I'm going to do is every day, I've added it as part of my routine. Every day I am going to use the Vendoo app and I'm going to delist 5 listings on Mercari, starting from my oldest listing, and then relist them with shipping. Somebody is testing my patience today. So what was I saying? So every day I'm going to be updating 5 listings on Mercari, and then eventually, maybe in like 5 or 6 months, I'll finally be there and all my listings will be updated. All right, so I sold these Mickey Mouse gloves for 20 bucks. These were on one of my Thrift With Me videos, which, by the way, I will have a new one coming out this Friday. Don't miss that. That will be my next video. Do I really need to use the bigger one? Yeah, I do. Friday, I posted a video about those holiday Barbies. It's a very common question that circles around Barbie reselling. Do I pick up those dolls, those holiday dolls that you see everywhere that have the big, beautiful dresses? Are those worth it? And it's also very confusing because you will see lots of prices kind of all over the place as far as comps go. So I made a whole video explaining it. So go check that out if you are interested in selling Barbie. I have lots of Barbie content. All right, this is going to weigh 8.2 ounces. Hold on. Actually 9.3 ounces. So I'm just gonna round that off to 12. Measure this size. So this is going to be 13 inches by 10. I wish that you didn't have to put in the measurements unless it exceeded a certain number. Because I know that as long as your measurements are under a certain amount, it doesn't matter. It's going to be the same price. So I wish that like eBay and Pirate Ship had some sort of thing where it was just like, oh, just click this button if it's under this so that you don't have to enter in the measurements. That would be ideal. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do leave them blank and nothing's happened, so I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not though, so don't take my word for it. All right, 12 ounces, get rates. This is going to Texas. It costs $5.04 to ship. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope you found this video helpful or useful in any way at all. Don't forget to check out my next video coming out on Friday. Come thrift with me. And please like, subscribe, do all those nice things. I have a goal where I'm trying to reach 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So far, I'm on track, but you just never know. So thanks so much, everybody. I'll see you next time. And never forget, when you thrift upon a star, all your dreams will come true. Bye.